Did you know you will need to bring more cash to the closing table than just your down payment? Well, sit back as I discuss exactly how much cash you will need to bring to the closing table now. Hey y'all, Abby Husbands here. I'm a realtor in Austin, Texas, and today we're going to be discussing just how much cash you will actually need to bring to closing to buy your first home. So by now you probably already know that you need to bring a down payment, which is anywhere from 3.5% to 20%. We're also going to be basing all of this information off of a $300,000 home that is a single family residence. So the first thing you're going to want to realize is that you will be responsible for paying for your closing costs in addition to your down payment. So today we're just going to use a 10% down payment as a figure. So a 10% down payment on a $300,000 home is $30,000. The closing costs are going to be anywhere from 2 to 2.5% to 3%. So today I'm going to use the figures that are a little more on the high side. So we're going to go on the 3%. 3% of $300,000 is $9,000. So right now you have your down payment of 10% and your closing costs of 3%. There are some other incidentals that will come up prior to closing, and we'll go over a few of those right now. So initially you make an offer on a home and you're going to put down your earnest money, which is your deposit, and your option fee, which your option fee is your giving the sellers cash so that they can pull the house off the market while you do your due diligence. So you will need this money up front to give to the title company and the buyers. So on a $300,000 house, you will need $3,000 in escrow and a $300 option fee. This is the way that we do things in Austin. This is what I'm basing this off of. Just know that your earnest money and your option fees will be credited back to you at closing. But I bring it up because you're going to need that cash beforehand, upfront, before you close. So that's number one. Number two, during your option period, you're going to want to get a home inspection. You hire your own home inspector, and that fee, it varies from home inspector to home inspector, but it's typically around $400. This is another fee, another thing that you will have to pay for prior to closing. This is outside of closing. Something else you may have to purchase depending on the age of the home, depending on how the sellers are, because everything is negotiable. If you're the buyer, a lot of times if the sellers don't have a good survey to work off of, you will have to purchase that survey. You can pay for it at closing. However, that's going to be another $400 to $500 for a single family home. I'm not talking about acreage because those can be anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000. So right now, that's another added expense on top of your deposit. The next one is a home warranty. Now, usually most sellers will pay for your home warranty. And as your buyer's agent, we write it into the contract. And $500 usually covers a really great home warranty for that first year that you own that home. If for some reason you have a seller that is not willing to pay that for you, you may need to buy your own home warranty, which we all strongly suggest for that first year. This does not pertain to new construction. These are just for resales. So a good home warranty is $500 in the Austin area. Something else that you will need to pay for, but it's usually in your closing costs. However, sometimes depending on the loan product that you're using, you may have to pay for your appraisal out of pocket. Your appraisal is typically rolled into that 2 to 3% in your closing costs, but if for some reason you have to pay it beforehand, that is usually $450 for a good appraisal. Other little things that you might need to consider are you new to a town? Are you going to have to pay deposits for your utilities, your water bill, your electric bill? Are there any minor repairs that you're going to want to make before you move into that home? Any painting, any floors, any, swapping out light fixtures or any of the plumbing fixtures? And always remember your moving expenses. If you need to get a moving truck, if you don't have friends that will help you, that's another added expense that you will need when you're purchasing your home. So to sum it all up, what you will need on top of your down payment of 10%, which is $30,000, there will be 3% in closing costs that you will need to bring to the closing table. That's $9,000. Then you will also need your inspection of $400, a survey possibly for $500, a warranty for $500. So this is worst case scenario. You will need to bring $40,400-ish to closing. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, please reach out. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share it with any of your friends. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks, y'all.